Alright, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Geneforge 2, here on my channel, Idle Wisdom. We're here in Gheth, the somewhat friendly, somewhat hostile town of the Barzites. Not their main fortress, but a secondary town that's being turned into a fortress as rapidly as possible, apparently. Last episode we explored the town and we talk to the denizens, or at least most of them here. Seems they're very much not friendly to us. Lucian is a member of the Awakened, and they consider the Awakened to be their enemies. And so they will not sell to us, they will not really converse with us much. Only people who really talk to us at all were Dawn, who's a young Shaper apprentice who's a servile tender. Because the serviles here are, generally speaking, like standard Shaper serviles, and not smart. Then Brent, who's the commander of the garrison here, and then finally one smart servile who happened to be here, named I don't know, whatever his name was, I can't remember. Dude over here in the hotel, we did some errands for him right briefly. He was friendly actually, but the rest of them not friendly at all. So we're gonna go. We don't need their Barzite crap. They think they're so good and better than us. Yeah, but you know, they look down on Lucian for not thinking that serviles are should be treated as just menials, and yet they defy the Shapers anyway. So what grounds do they have for feeling good about themselves? They're after power without limits. Power without sense. They want to re-seize the entirety of the discoveries of Susha Island. They consider the Shapers to be cowardly, weak, and outdated. Well, no. But we need to do some more exploring. We need to actually make our way over here towards Rising, where we're told that Rizal is waiting to speak with us. We also learned that Shanti was taken through Gheth briefly over to Rising, so maybe we'll be able to track her down. Hopefully she's still alive. If not, at least hopefully we can find out what happened to her. But who knows? Where there's life, there's hope. We don't know if there's life, so we don't know if there's hope. Out here to the north is the Gheth Gates area. We probably could have come this way through the upper research hall. But I guess we'll go this way. And maybe next time we'll do the upper research hall. So let's check out the Gheth Gates. I feel like... Oh, whoa, there's some... Wow, a whole patrol. I was going to say, I feel like Shanti is like a character that... I don't know. To my mind, she seems like a character that could have used a little bit more time in the game before she kind of went off on her own, disappeared. But, who knows. Nope, just trash. How about over here? Hopefully they won't get mad at us for picking, sort of looking around. Oh, it was locked, but we picked the door. This is a bunch of not our stuff. We're not going to take it. No, we're not taking it. Who are you? That's just a regular little servile. Alright, well, whatever. We're not trying to get into a fight with those Gheth guards out there. Maybe they'll talk to us. Who are you? Oh, Gheth patrolman. This man is patrolling the fields north of Gheth. He's well armed and his blade and armor look newly forged. Gheth seems like a well-defended fort. Unsurprisingly, the presence of a Shaper worries him. Outsiders almost always fear your kind. He says, "Welcome to our land, Shaper. We wish you peace if you give the same to us." Well, that's very reasonable, actually. What are you on the lookout for? Rogues, invaders, the Awakened, the Takers, anyone who would bother us. Huh. Anything I should know about this area? Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. There's an eccentric old Shaper who lives in the caves to the north, making machines. I'd keep away from there. The machines can be pretty unpredictable. Well, okay. That's not the other place we've seen, so this is somewhere else. Huh. Not the upper research hall. This is another area. Alright, well thank you for the warning. How about, who is your commander? That's Commander Brent, right? Gheth is run by Commander Brent. He's in the southwest corner of town. Alright, well thank you very much. Well, he was actually quite reasonable. Huh. Much more so than the guards in town. They were quite rude. Or curt. And not at all courteous. Let's see. Can we get here? Get up here. I just want to get rid of the dark zone. There we are. Thank you for helping me do that. Meaningless little bit of terrain revelation. Alright, anything in here? Eh, not really. Some grain. But I don't think we need bags of meal for anything in this game. Some of the games there are uses for the bags of meal. This servile is working on the crops. He's this dumb sort of servile, ready to take orders and not have rebellious thoughts. He looks up to you. Shaper? Orders? Who's your master, servile? Dawn controls us. Dawn gives orders. She's in town. What are you working on? Food? Well, carry on. Yes, Shaper. Wow. What's his face? Xander just shakes his head. He's like, man, there's no helping him without, like, quite a bit of, like, there's a lot of work needing to be done to help someone like that. The ground here has a lot of tracks from some sort of clawed creation. Some of the tracks are very fresh and some are old. Whatever it is, it must spend only some of its time at this nest. Let's actually be careful. We're at the point in the game where things that are just somewheres can be quite dangerous. We already stumbled across a what's it called? What was it? Man, what are those big old a Glock in the experimental valley? So let's not just stumble around. Huh. It could be that this critter is patrolling around. So let's be careful. Huh, nothing. Interesting. There's a grave. A bunch of graves. Must be a graveyard for soldiers, workers. Huh. What do we have here? Private valleys. Work happening. Stay out. I think that's probably in the direction of that shaper who lives by himself. Rogue, or not rogue, but you know, lone shaper that makes machines that we were told about. Let's see what's out here. We'll just go out and come back in. This leads to the guarded groves. Huh. Alright, let's go back to Gheth Gates. Huh. We'll go up here. Oh, there's another sign. Private valleys. Alright. Uh-oh. The ground here is littered with trash. You see chunks of broken metal or heavily used tools and other junk. A lot of it is half buried. Someone has been dumping trash here for a long time. There are two sorts of footprints on the ground. Most are from serviles who've been scavenging the area extensively. There are also footprints from something very smooth, very large, and with very heavy feet. These footprints have formed a long, deep rut in the ground going east to west. Something huge has been patrolling this area. Sounds like golems. And it is indeed a golem. Clockwork golem. Ooh, let's save. Or before we get our clock cleaned. Yikes. Some metal. But, who cares? Maybe we can see what the golems are doing. That might not be a very good idea. Oh wow, there's a lot of trash everywhere. Huh. The golem says it was neutral. Or, it said that the golem was neutral, so maybe we can... Buzz click, oh jeez. This golem is very strange. It has a rock shell like all such magical creations. However, it is cracked in many places, revealing its innards. In some places you see machinery. In others you see pulsing fleshy material. The creature is a work of magic shaping into something else. You constantly hear ringing, clicking, and buzzing from inside it, as if most of its parts contain clockwork machinery. You've never seen anything else like it. If you recall, the Shapers don't tend to make lots and lots of mechanical things. They like, mechanical things. They like biomechanical things. The golem looks down at you. It's bizarre, but it's also quite dangerous. After a few minutes of buzzing, it says, "You, intruder, unallowed. Retreat from entryways or hostilities." Some of the exposed machinery looks very vulnerable. If you were quick and lucky, you might be able to get a living tool into its chest and deactivate it. Well then, I will deactivate you. Aha! You lurch forward and plunge the living tool into the golem's chest. It tries to pull away, but you are too skilled. You direct the tool's tentacles into the golem, find something that feels like a sensor. With a twist and a pull, you break it, and the golem stumbles, stands upright, and walks on its way. Its sensors have been damaged. You don't think it can see anymore. Mwahaha! Well done. That was quite good, it was. And we got 163 experience for that. Alrighty. Wow. That is one of the good benefits of, of upping your mechanics score and having some living tools. Let's see, is this the same one? Private valleys. Mwahaha. So I think if we go in there, there's going to be more golems. We might want to make sure we bring enough living tools so that we can deal with more golems. Ooh, some mine crystal. Can't carry it. Oh man, we're overloaded. Oh dude, for reals. Oh, that's right, I think we're overburdened because, well, not overburdened, but we might be actually. Yeah, we are. Because we couldn't sell anything because Gheth won't do business with us. Let's actually go then. We're going to have to go find someplace else. This leads to the upper research hall. Dang, bust it. Let's just travel back to Madab and sell. Or we could travel to Triola and sell. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go right up here. I think this shop, this servile lady will buy stuff from us. I think. Wheeze! Oh, that's right, she's sick. Let's go buy some gear. Alrighty. Since you are awakened, you get a discount. Very reasonable. Nice. Oh, she has those rat skin shawls. That's right, we sold. Well, that's true. What do we have to sit? She has 1,250 GP left, or gold left, yeah. Ensnaring crystals, let's sell those. Yeah. Bamsis. Spray crystals, we'll sell them, who cares. Swarm crystal. Sell. Madness, yep. These are all good crystals, but, we don't have the investment in the respective skills to really make good use of them at this point in the game. They are valuable even for a relatively untrained person earlier in the game, but once you get going, if you don't invest in it, they become less useful. Farsight chitin. Oh, I don't remember what that had going for it. Physician's charm, lucky charm. Okay, let's look at the Farsight chitin. Okay, missile weapons, that's right. There you go. That's right, we have the crystal woven chitin, which is much better for us. Pretty nice. So, basically we have the magical equivalent of it. Man, I'm a... Where are you? Let's sell it for 150. Alrighty. We might want to buy some of this stuff, actually. Let's buy an essence pod. These healing spores. Curing spores. Chooby chooby cha. There's some good pods here, too, that we might come back and get. Alright, cool. Thanks, lady. If you recall, what was her name? Carnelian, the shaper there in Medab, wants us to figure out, if we can, find some information on how to actually cure the serviles who are sick. We helped her get some medicine for their symptoms, but that's just symptom alleviation, alleviament, I don't know. Let's go to Fort Muck and talk to Hawk. Sell him those jewels that we are carrying. We'll see Squeakers right quick too. There's his food pile. Do we have any food for him? I don't think we do, darn. That's alright. If there's any rats... Nope, that's not Squeakers. It's a hostile rat. Get him. No rat skin shawl this time. Oh well, whatever. It's always worth seeing if you can get them to drop something. Rats with, interesting pelts, valuable pelts. Let's sell the gemstone, bam sis, and the emerald. He's thrilled. Thrilled, I tell you. Alright, well, we'll see Squeakers next time we come by. So long, Squeaks. Let's go back to the Gheth Gates area. Alright, there's that patrol. Yikes, that's a scary patrol. Man, they must be hiring mercenaries like crazy. I mean, my dad sort of is too, but it looks like the Barzites are hiring more mercenaries more seriously. But then again, they don't have servile troops, that's true. Medab has lots of troops that are just servile, not just, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of servile fighters. Whereas Gheth does not have those. Because the Barzites don't empower serviles like the Awakened do. Because even if he is mad, slightly, somewhat, the Shaping Master of the Magus Complex, whatever his name is, what is that dude's name? I can't remember. He has cracked the code and has given serviles the ability to use magic without having to drive themselves batty doing all those weird practices. Nope, nothing. Man. Alright. Oh, that's that golem. It's probably still blind. Hopefully. What is this? This is a rusted out hunk of machinery. You have no idea what it is used for. Huh. Interesting. This leads to the clockwork maze. Oh, fun! Where the maker of those golems was working. Who knows? Ping. Let's actually not get too close to that dude. Now, we need to go right here. So let us go down here. Kind of avoid the golem. Just in case you can still detect people if they get close enough. Uh-oh. Oh, look, is that Shanti? We must talk. No, it's Phipps. Let's save. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lucian's like, uh-oh. Do they know? Uh-oh. Yeah, you can't avoid it. You are very surprised to meet an agent here. She is dirty and tired, but she maintains herself with calm and dignity, appropriate to a shaper. She's glad to see you. Ah, this scouting run has turned out much better than I thought it would. Hello, shaper. I'm Phipps. I have some information that would interest you. You should know I'm not allied. I am allied with one of the sects of these mountains. I'm not working for the council anymore. We're not going to tell her that. Are you crazy? What if she decides to kill us? Anyways, they don't need to know that quite yet. And, you know, he's not really trying to act against the council and the Shapers. He's trying to prove the validity of the Awakened's take on life to the Shapers and to the council. That's why we're not using canisters. That's why he's not going to allow himself to be modified. He's going to show, look, see, yes, they're doing that because they're scared and you brutalize them, but look, I'm showing you. I'm going to do all this while staying true to the practices that we Shapers have always done, even if I am a bit more expansive with my notion of who counts as a person. They're still not going to accept that, but you know, whatever. Where are you scouting? I'm watching Gheth, seeing how far their preparations are. There are lots of dangerous rebels and rogues up here. I don't think that Barzites are the worst, but they are dangerous. Interesting. You don't think that Barzites are the worst? Who are the worst, I wonder? Where are you from? I'm from the settlement of us due west of here. I've been spun. I went as far as east as Freegate, and now I'm heading back. The settlement of us. That's an awkward sentence. What do you need to tell me? Not everyone in these mountains is disloyal. There is a settlement of us due west of here, on the other side of the river. Zachary sent us. We're well hidden on the west side of the river. You should come see us. We could use the help, and you could use contact with someone who still follows the law. Is she meaning that? I mean, she might mean it just like you need some help, some loyal help out here, or is she saying, and you, young one, need some guidance again. We see you're straying. I mean, you're not completely going crazy. You still look basically healthy, and like you've not gone nutter butters. But well, how long have you been hidden out here? Not long. When you found the tunnel to Freegate, Zachary found out about it not long after. Lots of people are watching you, you see. That's why he sent us. We're to watch the rebels, harass them when we can, report back when we can, and help you if you need it. I'm going to actually say something right here. I mean, I've been saying stuff here anyways. I'm not entirely sure if she's telling all the truth here. Because, okay, she's not been here long. When you found the tunnel to Freegate, Zachary found out about it not long after, and he sent them. Well, maybe he did, but it seems like she's saying that the encampment of Shapers, loyal Shapers, or the Shaper encampment near here to the west, was established by Zachary after Lucian discovered the way through. However, if you recall back, way back then, towards the beginning of the Let's Play series, when Lucian was talking to the research Shaper in Dry Peak Warrens, I can't remember his name, the guy who taught us spells first, he mentioned that he'd been here for a long time, long before Zachary, and he also said that there is, if you wanted more training, there is a group of loyal Shapers out there to the west, which that was before Lucian had even set foot out to explore the environs around Dry Peak, which makes me wonder if those loyal Shapers were already out there, and does Phipps not know this, or is Phipps lying, trying to keep it hid that, you know, what, maybe Phipps doesn't know that, I don't know, maybe she's trying to keep Zachary's reputation as safe as possible with us, and maybe she doesn't know that Lucian already knows that Zachary was involved with all this nonsense. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Let's have another question. Okay, we're not going to tell her that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking for my teacher. She was an agent named Shanti. Have you seen her? She looks worried. Oh, a missing agent. Oh dear. She's an agent herself, so it's probably nothing, but you might want to investigate the groves west of here. One of our warriors said he saw some rebels around there. They looked like they had a prisoner. Uh-oh. That's in the direction of Rising, so did they take her? Why the groves, though? Maybe that's just the direction they went. I don't know. We'll go there soon, I take it. Alright, well, we're not telling her this, so you can move on now. Thank you for your help. Oh yes, Shaper, don't forget, due west. Come visit us and resist the temptations of the rebels. They make many promises, but they will only bring you an ugly death. And she calmly turns and runs off, heading west. Yikes. Yeesh. She's like, and, you know, change your ways before it's too late, pal. Remember, serviles aren't people. They kind of like, they like kind of have the same attitude towards serviles as, like, you know, House Dress in Morrowind has towards Argonians. Not a very good one. And they would say, well, unlike the Dunmer in House Dress, we create the serviles, so we have all the more rights. It is a freaking block. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Okay. Who just got poor Pinchy? Okay. Where are you? Get over here. Okay. Oh, good job, Pinchy. Very good. Snappy. And now Wilbur. Oh, Wilbur, you blew it. Let's mass energize. Woohoo, yeah. Crystallis. Get good job. Wow. Oh, phew. Man, that was great. We got 32 experience for that. Well done, y'all. Well done. I guess that was the critter. It's only there sometimes. But, you know, we're pretty tough, actually. We did really well. The danger, though, is that you could get caught. Like, you know, Lucian could be the one taking the brunt of the hit. And that would be bad news bears. Alrighty, well, let's actually just go back to the somewhat hostile town of Gheth. We're gonna actually just go right here. These merchant guest quarters. We won't actually go in town. Since we don't need to, since we can't sell anything to those jerks anyways. Alright, cool. I think this is a good place for us to operate out of. Here, out of Gheth, since we're here in Gheth area. But I want to say, thank you for joining me for this episode of my Let's Play of Geneforge 2 here on my channel, Idle Wisdom. This is getting to be, again, the near part where the storyline is going to advance some. This is pretty cool. I always like this area. Some more revelations are going to be happening in the next few episodes, I think. I'm thinking next time we may actually go west to that grove that she's talking about, and either try to find that camp of Shapers, or to that grove that she was talking about, where that agent was speaking about. Because if we can find a clue about Shanti, I really do think that's what Lucian would take as being the most important thing to do next. I don't think he'd say, oh, let's go wander off, explore some rando research hall or clockwork maze. I mean, we'll do that, but not right away. So, yeah. So hopefully we'll find out some information. Hopefully the Shapers aren't going to just be mad at us for joining the Awakened. They probably will. Anyways, so thank you for joining me for this episode, and take care, y'all.